Hey guys, welcome to Cadence Radio. It's me again, Wombaloo. Let me get this rolled up here. Yeah, a little. That's a little bit better. Oh, get my microphone here. Yeah, welcome back. Today's February 2nd. Well, almost the third. It's about 11:30 my time, Mountain Time. Hope you're doing good today. I got a pretty controversial subject today. I'm going to go through the events this week regarding what happened with a couple bills I was reading in the news lately. The Virginia and New York bill. It's a big one. On the fence with this one. I do believe that it is a sensitive subject. It's about abortion. That's a very very touchy subject. If you're pro-choice, pro-life, and all that, but the bill which they passed in New York and they were trying to pass in Virginia, I think it got struck down in Virginia, but it allows abortions up to don't get me corrected on this one. As I'm correct, I think it allows abortions till the time of birth. So third trimester, 40 weeks, something like that. And it can be done by a health physician instead of a doctor. But that was in New York. To me, honestly, I know, like me having my first child and everything. I know my wife. She's a little bit older, so we had to do a test because, once you get older, male and female, you are prone to a whole bunch of disabilities from your fetus, and those can actually be, you can actually go for a test and basically they can detect that, and I think the 12th week or something like that. Not 12th week. It's a little bit later, I think. That 24-week period. But they can detect that, and then it's up to the parents if they want to keep the child or not. Depends on the disability. I know that is the toughest choice that anybody would ever do, and it's totally up to totally a decision of the family in that regard. But this bill basically can get up to the third trimester, and basically until birth you can basically abort your baby. To me, I think honestly that is taking it to the extreme, because basically time of birth, I think the parents or the person carrying the child had, to me, had made that decision, and basically they wanted to carry it full term till the end. So have the baby. I think give it up for adoption, but someone ripping the baby out full term could actually do more damage than good to me. That's probably post traumatic. You're carrying this kid for about 9 months, and you can feel it kick, feel it's doing all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, you can make that decision to not carry it anymore. It's sickening to me, really, that that bill could be passed. I can get into a little bit more logistics on that one. I don't know what the meaning of it is, really, and how ironic that is. The same people who passed that bill passed to save save wildlife or something like that too. I'm glad it got struck down in Virginia, hasn't got struck down in New York. The bill could be what it is, but it says that now you can do abortions in the third trimester and till the date of birth. I talked to a couple of people for my work and stuff with this, and most of them are like, are you serious, or are you joking? I'm like, no, the bill has been passed that it allows people to do this, allows a woman to basically abort a baby at the time of birth, almost. Even when they're dilated, they can basically take the baby out, do whatever it is, kill it, and it's quote unquote say woman's health. So if a lady's depressed or something like that, they can allow this to happen. Hopefully this gets struck down in the Supreme Court. To me, ladies, if you made up to that road, that 9-month road, and you're ready to give birth, just go with it, man. Go with it. Because if anything happens and they do that, you might be losing your kid and might be losing you, because that is insane. I don't know what toll it'll take to your body and stuff. I don't know what they'll do. I don't know if they give the baby out, did lethal injection still. I have no idea, but that would be very, very, very traumatic to you, ladies. And I don't know why that bill was passed in New York. It is pretty much evil. It's just basically almost yeah. It's I'm speechless, really, with that. I'm very, very speechless. And hopefully we have some good in this world, and hopefully the women carrying those babies, it just tests your will. It tests your will, and you're pretty much better off of it. Every time I talk to my wife, every time I see my firstborn, my baby being born, it moves me as a guy, but a woman, it's something otherworldly, because it basically changes. To me, it changes. When I'm seeing my wife now, it changes you to a whole different person. And I'm saying that the woman is God for sure, because I don't know if it's not a curse to carry life, and is it a burden? I don't know if it's a burden or a curse. I don't know. That my opinion is, I think it's one of the best gifts anybody could have. You guys are the ones who are closer to God, for him bestowing that duty onto you, and that love for you guys to go through that and carry on a species like us. So kudos to all the women out there. But definitely that bill shook me to the core, and hopefully it fights, and I don't know if it's going to I hope it does get thrown out. Supreme Court hopefully says that this is unjust and basically strikes it off from the record. I have a feeling now USA is going to be moving more into pro-life because of this. So I think whoever thinking that played their hand to the fullest, and I think that's going to bite them in the ass. Talking about this other Democrat, I'm not even going to call them Democrats or Republicans. I'm just going to call them what they are, the demons who infiltrate both those parties. So the demons are wiped up. I think his name was Nordstrom or whatever, Nathan Nordstrom. Let me just bring him up here on my phone. Northam. Ralph Northam. Basically, he's the guy who came up on the radio supporting this bill. and he took it to task, and he was saying that, oh, it's fine, it's for the woman to decide if she can do that or not, and basically even if she gives birth, it's all good. They can probably suffocate the kid or resuscitate the kid or whatever they're gonna do if they make the decision not to keep him. And he stood by those comments. And then what happened the next couple of days after that? Well, a couple pictures came out from him where I guess he's saying that he wasn't the dude. But check this out though. The funniest thing is they fished out a yearbook of his 30 years ago, where they showed a page of him, and I guess there's somebody in blackface and someone in the KKK in the hood, and now they're calling for him to resign from a picture 30 years ago. But he's saying that he's not resigning because that wasn't him. But how ironic that is, that people are fishing all these out 30 or 40 years ago and using them as a weapon to destroy people's lives. But it's kind of ironic for him, because honestly he's standing by this bill and he's going to destroy the lives of babies who are never going to see life a day on this earth. Now his life might be ruined because of this. They say that these pictures have been there for a very long time. They said that he might not have won the primary or whatever, the election, if these photos came out about a couple months ago during the primaries. But it's ironic, all for him. Whoever supports this bill is pretty much someone's paying them a lot of money to say what they're saying or do what they do. And I have a feeling who it is, because lobbyists do run White House, the government. All these guys with a whole bunch of deep pockets say, we'll pay you this much money, you just let us do our thing here, and this is one of them. So you don't bite the hand that feeds you, so this is what you get. So I don't know if this is supposed to be because he spoke out of it, or because they do not want this dude around. But that's a little bit of a distraction here and there. But hopefully this bill gets struck down in the Supreme Court, and it gets taken to the Supreme Court and gets struck down fast and furious, for sure. But I think that's a little bit of kick to all the pro-choice people for funding this bill and trying to get it up and running, because now I think that the pro-life people are going to be pretty much coming full force on abolishing abortions all through the United States and defunding what they call Planned Parenthood. And yeah, I know it's a little bit late today. I was trying to put the baby to sleep. I had to do a little bit of running around to do too. And it's cold as a motherfucker out there. So bundle up, people. But hopefully it's been a good winter. I'm not really complaining. We have 3 or 4 days of this, and then we're pretty much back to normal. But that's Canada, yo. Canada's always going to be cold in the winter time. And the people in the States throwing out boiling pans of water, making it all frozen and stuff. Buddy, we experienced that 6 months of the year. Not this year, but 6 months of the year we experienced that. So welcome to the freezing cold. Just a little bit of an off tangent there. I also want to talk about Venezuela. I'm thinking about a little bit, is this really a coup happening? I think it is a coup happening. Is it a controlled coup? I think it's a controlled coup. I think the CIA got into there. It's, to me, Trump is supporting it, and to me, he's done a lot of good stuff, but I don't think this one takes the cake on me. If this is a manufactured coup, trying to get somebody into the government regarding this, because this has happened, tried to happen in Syria, this happened in Iraq, this has happened in Egypt, it happened everywhere. If this is a control coup from the CIA, which it looks like it is, then hopeful, then it just kind of strikes us that we're crying foul on meddling in people's elections, people meddling into our election, but we have the right to meddle into theirs. And that's just a double-edged sword, and it's hypocritical, and I think it's wrong. Let the people of Venezuela know what they need to do. They need to take back their country. They need to do it real quick, and no one should be intervening. It's for the people to do that, and it's for the people to rise up, not manufacture nothing, to rise up to take the country back in a big way. But yeah, this is going to be probably one of my couple of solo ones. I'm going to have a couple interviews next week and the week after. I'm trying to get my boy Taryn Malthopoulos on, and also a dude I know back in the day, Kane. We're going to be focusing more on music, so social issues of music. We'll delve down into more of the R. Kelly thing, and also the obstacles in music. I know a lot of talented people who could make it, but they don't, because it's not because they don't have the look, it's not because they have this, it's something else. And we'll delve that into a little bit deeper. I've been doing a lot of research on it, how other people famous and other people aren't. And that's one. Hopefully I can get that time in there. I'm gonna reach out to one of my friends. One of my wife's friend's husbands is a very good dude. I want him to get on. He's a very holistic guy. So talking about some medicine and all that stuff. Look out for that. Mavine's going to come back on it. We're going to talk about lots of topics, ranking from a lot. From politics to astrophysics to everything. Because I know you guys are probably getting bored of me just sitting down, ranting for about 20 minutes or so about what Trump did, what this and that do. So I'm trying to make it a little bit interesting. Get my views up, hopefully. 1 or 2 views ain't paying the bills, but I don't do this for nothing. I just do this just to get the truth out. I just do this just to plant the seed to everybody to research what they need to do. And hopefully I'm doing a good job of it. But I'm going to keep this one short, guys. Yeah, you can tell I'm just mumbling on and rambling on. It's been a long day. And hopefully I'll see you until next week. I'll be here, but watch out for those interviews. They'll be coming up real quick. All right, peace.